So thank you all. I'm gonna say thank you to all the listeners all over the world, because that's might be speaking that on it here. Thank you to everybody who's staying tuned right here on the amazing 102.5 FM. In the studio today, we do have a community leader, somebody who's very engaged in the work in his community and beyond. And so as we prepare to wrap up this episode with him, I want to just speak a minute about this idea that of course you are the face of lots of things that happens with your org, but it takes a whole team, a whole village of folk to make what y'all do what it does, right? How does appreciation show up for them? What does it look like for your team to really feel appreciated?
On a micro level, it's me letting them know that they're doing a good job. It's me saying, hey, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate some of the sacrifices that you make. I appreciate you working with these young men, because sometimes working with children can be, stressful. They will get on your nerves, but we got a great group. I got a great team, operations manager, program manager, site coordinators, and they work their behinds off.
Shout out to everybody over there. Y'all hear him right here, right? Y'all hear him acknowledging you.
I will call out my name, but our team of employees, and I really don't like to call them employees. I just like to call my team. Yeah, I really like to call my team. They work diligently to make sure that we are providing these young men with the mentoring, the counseling, the support, the encouragement that they need. And one of the things, as an organization like ours, we're always looking for partners.
Yes.
We're always looking for collaboration.
Yes.
Whether that's collaboration with donors, whether it's collaboration with like-minded organizations, so that we can expand our work and work together, and we're doing that with a couple of agencies. Or if it's just, volunteers who want to come and speak to the young men. We're putting together a volunteer organization of professionals who want to talk to our young men about, what their career path was about. We've got military men who want to come talk to them, not to necessarily to recruit them for the military, but to let them know, if college is not your bag, you may want to look at the military. You can do 20 in the military, you get out at 38, and you have a whole nother life.
Yes.
Plus a government pension for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It's
somebody may want to find out more about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something you can look at, or just people who sometimes come in and say, hey, look, this is the path that I took. Wasn't the best path. It delayed me in doing some things, or it really hindered me. I'm here to talk to you about how not to do what I did that caused me and my family pain.
Some hardships and pain. Yeah. And so for that team of people then, what you're sharing is that to show them appreciation is to join that vision, to join that assignment, to partner, collaborate with your school, and in whatever way you can lend yourself. I remember you saying early on that before you were in this position, you simply showed up as a volunteer.
I did.
Volunteering is a way of showing appreciation. Go ahead.
And I volunteered because there was a hole in my life. I've got two younger brothers who are 12 and 10 years younger than me. And I felt as though I did not go back and support them. So I started a Big Brothers chapter in my fraternity on campus. And I felt as though we needed to do this. So we started our Kappa League at the University of Houston, and we had over 30 young boys, and that was a way for me to show appreciation for my family, and a way for me to work through some of my own stuff, quite frankly.
Yes.
But I wanted to support young boys. And then I had an opportunity as an adult, after I'd had my own son, to come work for the Fifth Ward Enrichment Program, which is now my organization. So I've come full circle.
Yes.
Because the young men that we support, I grew up like these young men in Dallas.
Yes. I think that's important, because it takes the mystery out of being able to be actively engaged in appreciation, and allows each of you who are listening today to realize that with whatever you have, it's enough. It's enough to demonstrate appreciation and to give back. You don't have to have the big dollars that some donors do. You don't have to have a lot of time. It can take a moment to stop by and do just whatever that is. So then let's streamline to your organization in particular. If there were listeners who have bought into what you're sharing about the young men and mentoring, and they're thinking back like you about the person who poured into their lives, and they had never considered, how can I appreciate that forward? How would you want them to contact or engage with you and your organization?
First of all, you can go on our website, www.ueinstitute.org, www.ueinstitute.org. See what we do, sign up. You can call the office, 713-229-8353, 713-229-8353. But I'm going to tell you a little story. There was a gentleman who worked for ConocoPhillips, came in, engineer, head of their Black Employee Network. And so we, to come in and talk to our students. He's an engineer, so he started out talking about engineering, and you can see the kids kind of go, zoning out. But then he started talking about soccer. And he's from another country. And this young brother just went on and on about how soccer helped him in engineering. And our kids, particularly two of our young boys, came up to him, and they just, for the longest time afterwards, because soccer is how he reached them, was the anchor. And so the other young men were hearing it. So it doesn't matter what you do, how you do, just be authentic. And the young men were very appreciative of the conversation about soccer, and it really turned them around in our program. And so wherever you are, whatever you do, don't think that you don't have anything to offer, because all of us has something to offer. As long as we are authentic about it, as long as we really care, and as long as we understand the mission of that organization and we are aligned with that mission, please come talk to us. Please come see us.
So y'all got all of his contact info, and we'll certainly say it again shortly. But I think that's a very key message right there. I know that I've said it before, and I'll say it all throughout this month, as a person who actively serves in the nonprofit sphere. If you're still holding on to old ways of trying to generate donors and supporters and resources, and I'm talking to both my nonprofit audience and my business audience, and then just individuals, I'm telling you, and we have people who've continued to nod and to say, we are not engaging in a whole lot of cold calling and just generic letters being sent out. People are largely leaning into relational revenue, and that means that I try to get to know you as a person, and I'm not just transactional. I'm showing up, give me this and give me that, but I'm actually trying to share vision, trying to share what I'm about, how it benefits others, and then allow you to join with me and collaborate. And so that's what you again heard Mr. Cornelius talking about with the vision that he has for the young men where he serves. If you believe in that, if you want to be a part of that, if there's a way that you can share in that, if you are that, like he, and you know it was somebody who voted on you that allows you to be who you are today, then we certainly invite you again to support this organization. You can locate all things about the organization one more time for our listening audience.
You can go on our website, www.ueinstitute.org. That's www.ueinstitute.org. Call the office, ask for me, Keith Cornelius, 713-229-8353, or you can call my cell phone at 832-630-6442. Just tell me that you heard me on Amazing 102.5 with Dr. Gina Jerkins, and we will make it happen.
Who you are, yeah. And again, remember his words. It doesn't matter. It's not the size. It's not the frequency. It's not the amount. It's the authenticity of saying that this is a valuable work. And the way that we give that appreciation is we show up, we serve, we give our best, we volunteer. We can contribute. Do you take contributions too? If they
Absolutely.
got that too?
We take
all of it.
Cash, check, Zelle, Cash App. Hit me up.
All things that. But again, we want to appreciate you for being here today, for really helping us to give very practical insight into this thing that allows us to advance. And thank you always to our listening audience right here at the Amazing 102.5 FM. We'll see you next week for another episode. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Dr. Gina.
Thank you.